letter, the first thing we do, and I'm going to draw, of course I'm drawing much darker than you are, is you draw guidelines. A top guideline and a bottom guideline. These are construction lines. They'll be really, really light. So you can draw a guideline that's a 1/2 inch tall. For our first example, put it up toward the top of the page. We'll do lots of lines. So guidelines is first. Second step is chisel point. What I'm talking about when you chisel your point is pencils usually have kind of a rounded tip to them, right? When we chisel a point, we take on a scrap piece of paper, you take your pen, and you hold it still, and you flatten out the lead. Now, a great example of that is your marker tips. That is a chisel point. And if I could zoom in tight enough on this pencil, you'd see it has a chisel point too. We use the chisel point to get thick and thin lines, because those are the third things, the third tricks. Vertical lines are always thin. Everything else, the remainder, is thick. And then the fourth thing, we always can I emphasize that anymore? Always use a straight edge. Okay? So those are the 4 simple tricks that you just keep in mind. Okay, so let me show you how this goes. I have a guideline. Now I want to chisel my point, and I make sure I got my point where I know where the flat. I'm going to hold my pencil like this. I'll do it with a marker so you can kind of see. Okay? If I hold it like this, when I go to do verticals, if I rotate my pencil just a little bit, it rotates it up on that sharp point. See that? So my verticals are thin. And then when I do anything else, I rotate it back down onto the flat, and I can get a fat line. So when I do it with a pencil, it's thin. I'm not pushing so hard. I'm doing hit, go, hit. And then I rotate it just a little, get it back on the flat, push a little harder, and I can get a thick and a thin line. See the difference between the verticals and everything else?